Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. One of the top most questions I get asked as a traveler is it safe to travel alone? And more importantly, is it safe to travel alone as a female, as a woman? But let's be honest here, I'm in China. The bigger question is China safe? And more specifically, is it safe to travel alone in China as a woman? I could bore you with a million stats and examples defending or supporting this question. Or I could just show you and let you decide for yourself. In order to do this, I took a trip to a city in China alone. Just me, myself, and I. Today I'm headed to Nanjing, which is the capital of Jiangsu, located in East China, not too far away from Shanghai. I'm at Shenzhen Airport right now. I'm getting really excited because it served as capital of numerous Chinese dynasties during ancient Chinese history. So it's going to be full of heritage sites and rich in culture, lots of things that I love to see. Just got my coffee, so I'm about to head over and start boarding, and let's get this vlog started. Woo! After hours and hours on my flight and finally getting to my hotel, I finally reached it to Nanjing. First stop was Gongyuan Street in Fuzimiao, which is a popular tourist destination surrounding the Confucius Temple and next to the Qinghua River. I chose this area for, well, food because I was really hungry and because I knew it was a popular tourist destination, meaning lots of people. Now, to be honest, it is a bit of a tourist trap because it's so commercialized, but it does have a lot of sites that played an important part in Chinese culture and history. Anyways, I was hungry, so that's what I did first is I went to this random restaurant that I wasn't really sure what was going on at first. To be honest, I didn't really know how to order, but it was a bunch of kind of pre-made food and you just kind of point to what you want. And I ended up getting some noodles, which to my surprise were actually cold. And then I tried this thing, I don't know what it was. It tastes like an onion ring without the onion and replaced with shrimp and carrots. That's how I would describe it. After getting some food in me, I just started walking around the area. It's really a bumping street, especially at night. I finally tried this famous Chinese fruit candy that I've always wanted to try. It's candied hawthorn or hawberry. I've never even honestly heard of this fruit or tried it. It's kind of like a peach and a plum put together. Ow, with a crunch and a seed. Highly recommend if you're in China to try those. They were so good. It ended up becoming the night, and honestly, I never felt nervous walking around this area. You know, I'm here by myself, there's tons of people. Even one guy asked me to take a picture with him, which I was super stoked because for some reason I'm like the only expat that no one ever wants to take a picture with me. Maybe I'm just not the Chinese type, I don't know. And it was actually funny, as he is trying to take a picture with me, there's an old woman begging me for money, which it didn't, you know, frighten me in any way. I was just kind of like, lady, trying to take a picture here with this guy, and she just kept asking me for money. I didn't have money, so I did the rational thing in my head. I was trying to give her my candied fruit stick, which she was not about. Also, I did something really crazy. I decided, hey, I'm here by myself, and I do this kind of thing in all my videos, where's Poppy, can you spot me, where I have someone hold a camera and I run and I jump around people and see if you can find me. It's kind of a little game that I started doing with my videos. Well, I wanted to try it, but I'm by myself, so no one can hold the camera. So I did something insane and I left my camera by a tree and I walked away from it to go film my Where's Poppy. And you'll see it's kind of bad because I'm super paranoid that my camera's way over here and I'm way over here, and I just left it there. Someone could just easily just grab it and take it, but they didn't. And I filmed my Where's Poppy scene and it was fine. No one went near it, no one touched it. And honestly, that's happened quite a lot just in China. I've left things, my phone or whatever, and no one ever touches it. My boyfriend left his credit card or his debit card in the ATM machine at a bank, not even his bank, and he got it back. I don't know, people just don't steal things here. That is something I've learned. You know, they say that there's cameras everywhere in China, and honestly there are, and I actually kind of like that because if you get hit by a car, if you get in any sort of trouble, there's a camera proof giving you evidence that you got robbed or you got into trouble. The next day Friday it was a bit colder, so I figured perfect opportunity to head to the Tangshan Hot Springs, which is located outside the city of Nanjing. Now, that meant taking a series of metros and buses to actually get there, which, in all honesty, I was a bit nervous about that for 2 reasons. One, I'm awful at directions. I don't know how. It's been a year and a half of traveling and I'm still directionally challenged, but I have improved. It's just still not like a normal person. And second reason is it is difficult to get around in China. If your level of Chinese is not very good, it's just gonna be a bit of a struggle. But there are apps and different websites you can use to try to get around and obviously use them. But the problem is they're never updated, or you can't always count on them to be updated. The website that I'm trying to find where the hot springs gave me the wrong address. And that's the fault of, there not being enough expats here, especially if you're in a place like Nanjing. There are no tourists. It's not like a popular city like Shanghai or Beijing. Like, no one really goes here. So there's not gonna be anyone really updating those maps. So I was nervous about that because, well, is this even where the hot springs is? I'm going outside of the city. That's pretty nerve-wracking, especially by yourself. But thankfully, I did find my way. I just got off the bus and now I'm walking along a road where there's not really any cars or anything around. It's kind of odd. I don't think I'm lost though. I think I'm on the right path, but this is definitely a little weird. Just a word of advice while traveling, you can look up maps and find directions for pretty much everything, but you always do need to keep a wary eye about where you're going, because I followed my maps exactly and it told me to get off at 1 stop, and I jumped off 3 stops earlier because I saw signs going to my destination and it wasn't in the direction my map said. So just a quick tip when you're traveling, keep that in mind. Just always have your eyes open and be looking where you're going. Hello. People were laughing. I eventually did make it. I saw the building, but still was not convinced because I walk into this building and I swear to God, I think I scared the crap out of everybody in there. It was like they'd never seen an expat or a foreigner in their life. Like, I walked in and I was like, hi, I'm here to see the hot springs. And they're all like, eventually we got to the point of, hey, I'm here to see the hot springs. And they let me in and this lady kind of takes me into the dressing room. She sees me holding my camera and immediately is like, no, boo-how, no camera, no video, not allowed. There's been a little bit of a change of plans. Apparently you're not allowed to take video or photo here, so this lovely lady is going to... Hello! She said that I can film if she comes with me to every single pool, which she is going to actually film me, so this actually works. What's your name?
Wang Xianru.
Oh, in English.
I have no English name.
Oh, no English name, okay.
You can call me Crystal.
Crystal. I'm Poppy. What's your Poppy?
Oh, Poppy.
Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
So she's gonna film me going into these hot springs. How many hot springs are there? You said
More than 40.
more than 40 hot springs, so yeah. Okay. It's an outdoor area, super cool, surrounded by mountains, really beautiful, but she had to come with me to every hot spring I went to, and she made sure I went to every single one. She was super nice about it, and it was kind of nice, I am there alone to have some sort of social aspect. Anyways, these hot springs were awesome. Each pool has a different theme. So what Crystal is telling me is that a lot of the pools in this area are flower hot springs, and so they scent them with different flowers, and then they bring you flower tea, and it's supposed to kind of enhance your beauty, so get you smelling a lot like flowers. And then I think the water in general is really good for your skin, so it's just to make you, I guess, more beautiful. So that's what I'm doing.
这个池子呢，它是中药池 Chinese medicine pool.
This here is a Chinese medicine pool. It has a lot of previous Chinese medicine ingredients in it, and you can smell its strong scent as you walk in. It's very good for your body, so enjoy the pool and feel its effects.
都有好处的。Be good for your health.
Be good for your health.
Yeah.
Chinese medicine. Okay, 谢谢. Right now I'm in what's called the Roman Slate bath, and it's got those biting fish that kind of nibble at your feet. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I'm gonna go inside, and then afterwards you can come behind me and take a nap. So inside these where you lay down, they're heated. So it's super nice, and then they give you these peanuts. And I'm sharing this area with this lovely woman here. Say hi, ni hao. We've been to America. Ah, cool.
他说他现在住在深圳，他是美国人。
我来自深圳。
住在深圳。
对对对。Right now I'm in front of an Aromatherapy sand bath. So it's a traditional way to, you go inside and then you cover yourself in the sand and lay there. You have to pay extra for it, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't necessarily understand why you would do that. They also have this lounge where you can go get some complimentary snacks. That was an experience on its own because they make you change into these outfits, which are pretty fashionable. It was really nice, although, you know, being there with Crystal, I really like Crystal, but this was really weird because she's telling me, you know, relax, like, eat your food, drink your tea, like, just relax. How do I relax with you just staring at me? At these hot springs, a lot longer than I actually expected. I thought because I'm going by myself I'll probably be there for an hour or two and dip out, but I was actually there for like 5 hours. So I was there for such a long time that I ended up leaving at night, which is what I didn't want to do because I was by myself and I was outside of the city, so I knew that, you know, getting back would be a different experience. I'm heading to the bus stop. First thing in my mind is, okay, I don't have change for the bus. I only have 100 kwai, and you don't always get change. Actually, normally you don't get change on the bus. I asked a lady at the bus stop if I could send her money via WeChat and then she pay for my bus ticket. And she said no, but this is where the incredible experience happened. She said, no, I will pay for your ticket. And I thought, no. And she just insisted, and she paid for my bus ticket, but that doesn't stop here. She paid for my bus ticket and then was so concerned because I'm a female and I'm alone in a city, and obviously I'm not from China, that she actually came with me to the end where I got off the bus with me, went to the metro with me, helped me buy a ticket. I didn't need help, but whatever, helped me buy a ticket, got on my metro, and actually took me all the way to my metro stop where my hotel was and then let me go. That's how concerned and how thoughtful she was, that she wanted to make sure I was safe and I got back to my hotel, and she literally walked me back, essentially. Like, I have no idea where she lived, I don't know where she was going, it wasn't where I was going, and yet she felt that she needed to help me get there, which was an amazing experience. That doesn't happen every day, and I'm not saying if you come to China that's gonna happen, but it just goes to show, like, people, you know, they want to help you, and yes, they might be a little bit scared of you sometimes because you're an expat and there's not a lot of us here, and they do feel intimidated sometimes, but they still, like, there are good people and people will help you. Hey guys, say thank you to Crystal. Thank you so much for showing me around this place. It's beautiful. You should keep that name, by the way. You should keep the English name Crystal. Crystal. I'm Crystal. Your name is Crystal now. Okay, so yeah. This has been a great experience. Crystal's been awesome. These pools are great. I definitely recommend coming here if you want to have a traditional spa day. It's relatively cheap, and it's just, it's just so really relaxing. Really comfortable, yeah. So there you have it. I flew across China by myself, walked around the city during the day and the night, took a trip outside of the city by myself and back, left my camera in a crowded area, and never once did I feel in danger. Is China safe? You tell me. I'm starting to think about how it's ducked and I don't know if I like the image that I'm looking at.
Just don't even think about it.
Is that the teeth? Is that the teeth?
I don't think so.